guys, welcome to Bite Size Excel. In this video, we're going to take an introductory look at pie charts. So in this example, we have the same annual summary that we used in our previous video, which looked at bar and column charts. So if we want to look at inserting a pie chart to visualize our data, we can select our data, go to our Insert tab up here, and then when we come to our charts group, we can click on the little drop down next to our pie chart and you can see a number of different pie chart options from your 2D ones, 3D, or you can insert a donut. For now, let's select this 2D chart. And in a similar manner to our bar and column charts that we looked at in our last video, you can change your layout. So say we want our months down the side, we want it to show percentages. We can also change our colors to whatever we fancy. We can also change our chart style. So click our little drop down here. There's a number of different options. Now some useful options when we look at our chart. Now to get this format chart area box, we looked at it in our last video. We right click and select format chart area. You can play around with your fill, your border, and there's a number of options in there. One useful option when looking at pie chart is potentially looking at pie explosion. So for example, if we want our segments to be slightly separated, we can select on this pie explosion, moving it up or down to make our segments grow in or out. So it might actually be a little bit easier to see this if we change our chart type to a 3D chart. And again, we can have a play around with our different layouts. Click on our pie. We might want to say exploded out 10%. Now, if you want to just select a single piece to highlight, so for example, if we click into this one here and select it so it's just got the points around that segment, we can actually draw this one out further than all the others. And say we want to bring it up to about 30%. It can just highlight your data in a bit more detail. We can also play around with our labels. So for example, if we click on here and go into our options, there's a number of different things that we can display. So we might want to have our value. Now, if we have our value and our percentage on together, you can see it gets a little bit cluttered. They're separated at the moment of the comma. And see the separator here. We can separate it with others. I find putting a new line in can make it a little bit clearer. There's also a number of different options for your label position. So best fit will fit it in wherever it thinks it is best. Outside in puts it to the outside edge of each pie segment. Inside similar, but on the inside. Center will center it into your pie segment. I personally find the best fit is good. And then if there's any I want to adjust, I'll click onto them and move them individually. Now, so we have a number of different columns and we want to show the same type of chart for each one, but we don't want to go through playing with all our options each time. What you can do is you can copy, Control-C your existing chart, or right click and hit copy. Select a blank area of your workbook, Control-V, or right click and paste. That will copy the chart exactly as it is. And what you can do is when you click onto the chart, it will show you that it's showing shop 1. Hover on the edge of this blue box and you'll see this 4-way arrow, and then click and drag it over and we'll be displaying the data for shop 2. Now you will notice in this instance everything stays the same except for the data labels, which have gone back to what they were previously. However, it's a lot quicker just changing this one chart element than redoing the entire chart. So again, clicking into your label options, we've got our value. We want to put our separation on a new line, which it was already done automatically. And now we have the same chart for the second shop. So this has just been a very quick introduction into pie charts in Excel. If you've got any specific questions, please do leave me a comment. But I hope that you found this video useful, and I do look forward to seeing you again on the next video.